Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of our VIP funnel builders and funnel hackers. I can't believe we are back again for another fun-filled and educational day. So with that, turn your cameras on, make some noise, put your hands together for Russell Brunson.
Good morning, good morning. You guys are all crazy. You're back. I thought that by this point, y'all be tired, but no, you guys are ready to rock and roll, to build some funnels, have some fun. Last week, as we were going through everything, we had a lot of questions that kept coming in about like, well, I don't have a product yet, Russell. I want to create one. I want to do something, but like, what's the best way to get started quickly so we start having success? And so that question kept coming up over and over and over again. And so we decided, well, if we did one more extra bonus day for everyone who may not have a product yet, may not have a service, but is trying to figure out how to be successful with funnels. And there's a lot of different ways, okay? I told you guys throughout last week, like every funnel is like a different tool, right? There's like a hammer and a saw and a drill and all these different tools. And there's different uses and different ways to do it. And there's a lot of ways to make money in this business. And one of the ways that's really powerful is you can make money as an affiliate. where somebody else has a product, somebody else has a service, and you come in and use funnels to sell their products and their services, and you make money from the process. And how many of you guys, by the way, are interested in learning how you could do that, how you could be an affiliate? Now, one of the cool things is you could actually be an affiliate, and that could be your entire business, or as you'll meet two of our guest speakers coming in today, they're actually the two top ClickFunnels affiliates of all time. They sold more ClickFunnels accounts than anybody besides me. Oh, no, we should have a race with all of us. No, but they've sold more ClickFunnels accounts than anybody. Super grateful for them, but they're also some of the top super affiliates in the world. And so they're going to be here today to explain the process, how they do it, how they're affiliates, and give you guys some ideas and some tips as well, which is going to be awesome. But what's cool about them as well is they have their own businesses and their affiliates. So this is something you can do. It could be just a business to being an affiliate. You can do it as a side business, as an extra way to make extra revenue and profits. There's a lot of ways to do it. And so you're going to learn some of those things today, which is going to be super helpful. Anyway, so I'm excited to kind of go through some of the stuff. I'm going to spend probably 15 or 20 minutes today just kind of going through in my head how affiliate marketing works and the opportunity. And then, like I said, both of our guest speakers are going to show you their models and how they work as well, which should be really, really cool. But I want to kind of tie it into all the stuff that we talked about last week, because for me, like this business, like all the principles we taught you guys over last week, they aren't just like a strategy that's going to work today, not work tomorrow. They're all principles. They're principle-based things that if you understand them and you master them, it will be good today, tomorrow, and forever. Right. And so I'm very big. If you notice anything that we teach, it's always the evergreen stuff that's always going to work. And so a lot of times people teach like a hack or a trick that works today, but it's gone tomorrow. But these things are all principle based. And so when you start understanding them, it works in any business. Like I can take this, I can plug it into a salon, I can plug it into an info product business, into a supplement business, because the principles are the same. So one of the things we talked about a lot last week was like, whenever I'm going into a business, the very first thing I'm always thinking about is, who is my dream customer, right? The dream customer. And one thing to think about with your dream customer, I have horrible handwriting. It says customer. My kids came to Funnel Hacking Live this year for the first time. And they're like, Dad, they're taking pictures of this. Like, Dad, look at these words. They're like, they don't even make any sense. They're like Egyptian hieroglyphics. I'm like, well, yeah, that's his customer. So think about your dream customer. Like, and I said the word dream customer on purpose. Some people are like, oh, who's your customer? Like, who's your dream customer? Not like who's going to buy your stuff, but who do you want to buy your stuff? Like, who's the person, if you could choose who you want to serve, like who would that person be? And this is important because so many of us don't ask that question initially. In fact, when you guys read the .com Secrets book, at the very beginning, I talk about this, where I said, one day I woke up and I was laying in bed and I was like, man, I do not want to go I don't want to work on my business today. And the line I said in the book was like, if I wish I had a boss so they could fire me. Like, that's how miserable I was. But I couldn't, because it was my business. I built it. And what I had done wrong then to understand is I didn't figure out who my dream customer was initially. I just picked a customer. I started selling stuff. And it turned out I didn't actually love that customer. I didn't enjoy serving them. Like, they weren't the kind of people I wanted to be around. They were complaining. It was all sorts of stuff. I'm like, man, who is my dream customer? I want to figure out who that person is. And after figure out my dream customer, then I could create products and services and stuff to get those people and to attract them to me, right? So we create lead magnets to attract our dream customers to us, right? So for me, affiliate marketing starts the same way, though. And again, I would say the same thing if I was doing this in a spa or a restaurant or whatever. But in affiliate marketing, for me, it still starts with the dream customer. Like, who is my dream customer? Who's the person I want to serve? And then the next question is like, what are all the things that this person needs to be successful, right? Every business, when you look at it from like, the goal of any business is to get somebody a result, right? So I always look at it like this. Like, let's say there's a mountain. Here's the bottom of the mountain. Here's your dream customer. And they look at this big mountain, and the top of the mountain is this result, right? This is the thing that they are trying to get, right? They're trying to go on this journey to get the result, right? So that's the first thing, like, what is the result my dream customer is looking for, right? And the result's usually big. Like, let's say you're in the health fitness, right? Or the health and fitness industry, right? The result is like, they're trying to lose weight, get more healthy, get in shape, feel better, be able to sleep better at night, be able to have more energy. Like, that's all the results that they're trying to get, right? This is the journey that they're trying to go on. And so you're coming and saying, hey, this dream customer, like, I want to serve you. And I don't actually have a product or service yet, but I'm an affiliate for a whole bunch of products I do believe in, right? And so I start looking at, like, what are all the things that I could curate together to help this dream customer get that dream result, okay? One of my friends, he's a chiropractor, and for a long time he was just doing chiropractic. He started realizing, like, look, I'm a chiropractor, but this person laying down on the bed that I'm adjusting, they need a whole bunch of other stuff as well. And he started realizing, and he said this one time to me, he said, I'm a solutions curator. My job is to curate all the solutions that my dream customer has, right? All the solutions that person needs. Okay, so I start looking at this, like, if if this is my dream customer, this is what they want, like what are all the things that I can help them to get access to help them be successful, right? So the first thing they're going to need is blank. Second thing is like blank. Third thing is, I think, what are the products or services that they're going to need to be successful to get the result that they want? Okay. I start thinking through all those different things. I say, okay, well, let's say to be successful, and I'll pick the health and fitness market because we already started there. Okay. If they're going to be successful, the first thing that they're going to need to be successful is they got to figure out a diet, right? And let's say the diet that I believe in, if I'm the solutions curator, I'm the affiliate for this dream customer, I believe they need protein, right? So I'm going to say they're going to need protein powder. And then maybe I believe that they also need creatine. Maybe you're a creatine person. And then they're also going to need workout guides, right? They're going to do stay-at-home workouts. My handwriting's getting worse today. It was way better last Monday, but this is the next Monday and I'm more tired. So my hand's a little, this is what it feels like. So that says, I can't remember what it says. And there's something else, right? I figure like, here's all the things. If I was to go find this dream customer, I was going to take them on this journey. First thing I'd do is give them a workout plan, right? Second step is I'd give them the proteins. Third step, I'd give them the exercise routine. Fourth step, I give them the weightlifting routines, whatever it is. And here's all the different things that I need to take them on the journey to be successful. Okay. Now I'm not going to go, if I'm going to become an affiliate, I'm not going to go and create all these individual things. I'm going to find partners that I love their products and services, right? So I might go and try 10 different proteins and one of them is my favorite, right? Oh, this is my favorite one. Tastes the best. It's got the best macronutrient breakdown. It's got whatever, blah, 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 blah. So I figure out whatever that thing is, whatever this one is for me. And I go and I find that company and I become an affiliate. Now, most companies nowadays online have an affiliate program. What that means is you go to them, you say, hey, I want to be an affiliate. And they usually have you sign up, you put your name, your contact info, your payment plan, your EIN number, your social security number. You put all that stuff in there, and then they'll give you back a link, right? So the link will say like superproteinpowder.com/Russell Brunson. If somebody clicks on that link, goes to the page and buys, I get a commission. The commission can be as small as 5% up to 50, 60, 70, 100% or more, right? Depending on what the affiliate program is. So I'm looking to find out what's my favorite affiliate program I can use for protein powders, right? Then what's my favorite affiliate program that sells creatine? What's my favorite affiliate program that sells the workout plans I want, right? And I'm figuring out like all the different things that my dream customer is going to need. And I go become an affiliate for all those different things, right? So now I have like, here's all the solutions. My friend called it a solutions curator. I'm curating all the solutions they need to be able to get this result that they want. Right after I've curated it all together, now and I have all my affiliate links. Now, every time someone clicks on those things, then I get paid a commission. Okay, so there's the principle to understand. So what this is right here now, these right here, these become your product, right? And so if you don't have a product yet, as an affiliate, you start getting these things as the product. Now, the other thing on top of this is you don't always have to do an affiliate program. You may be into a network marketing program. Okay, I have a lot of friends who are really big into doTERRA, or they're big into Prove It, or different affiliate programs. Like maybe one of the steps is like, man, if I believe the ketogenic diet's the best, I'm going to join Prove It, and I'll have Prove It as one of my links as well. And I get paid money in this affiliate program, this network marketing program, there's different things I can curate together for that person, right? The nice thing about being an affiliate this way is that a lot of times, well, if you do it correctly, you start getting 5 or 6 checks a month in the mail, which is really, really fun. Like, man, in fact, I remember when I first started doing this way back in the day, I was still in college and I started realizing this. And so I became an affiliate for like 20 different programs, and someone would join my list. I would start promoting all these different things. And I got to the point where I was getting like 20. Nowadays, most people pay like through PayPal or whatever. Back then, when I got started, it was all through checks. So I get like 20 checks a month in the mail. And some were like for 73 cents, some were like for $40. Like, but I'd have this stack of checks. I remember walking to the bank once a month, my stack of checks. And the guy's like, so who do you work for? I'm like, like 20 different people. And they're like, this is the coolest thing. And it just made me feel really cool having all the checks. But same thing with you guys, you're going to get paid by multiple streams of income. And what's nice about that is like, let's say that this person, you decide this protein is not very good, or they change the affiliate commission, you can just pull it out and put another one. Or you do this for a while and you're like, man, I'm making a lot of money selling protein powder. Now it's like, maybe I should develop my own protein powder. And now you have an idea to go and actually create your own product and service. You just take theirs out, plug yours in, and now you keep all the money from that product here in your product line. Does that make sense? So that's the way I kind of look at affiliate marketing. And then based on that principle, now you understand it, then I come back to everything we talked about on day number 2, which was how do you build a lead magnet, right? So if I'm in the weight loss space, I'm going to create a landing page and have a lead magnet on it. Maybe this lead magnet is the 13 things that I did to lose 21 pounds in 7 days, whatever, I don't know, whatever your thing is, right? They put the email address here, and I start promoting this on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. I start driving traffic to this thing. People come here, they put the email address in. Thank you page. I have a video of me saying, thank you so much for signing up. It's going to be amazing. Every day I'm going to email you one of the solutions I've curated together for you to help you to get this result you're looking for, right? So now they join the email list. I take them down here, and now each day I send them an email. Okay, so email number 1 goes out, and email number 1's like, hey, thanks so much for joining my list. I hope you, every single day I'm gonna be emailing you really, really cool things. The first thing I wanna let you know about is if you're gonna get started in this and you wanna get on a ketogenic diet, first thing you need to know is the plan, right? And there's this really cool book my friend wrote. It's awesome. It's about blah, 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 blah. You should go check it out. Click here, and I have a link to my affiliate link promoting somebody's book on a ketogenic diet, right? And I'm gonna get paid some money off of that one. Then I send out the next email, day number 2 is like, cool, you got the book on. Maybe I might even send 2 or 3 emails to making sure that they get the book, right? Then I'll transition next, like, hey, you got the book. The next thing you're gonna need Prove It supplements. Prove It is this ketogenic drink you can drink, put your body in ketosis. It's really, really cool. You should go get that. And I'll explain why they need to get, why they should sign up for Prove It. Or maybe I'll send 2 or 3 emails about that. Then I'll make some money there. Then I'll transition next thing. Cool. Now you got that. Now you need, let's say it's the protein powder or whatever. Now you need the workout bands. And I just go and I create this email sequence that's just talking about step number 1. Here's the first product you need. Step number 2. Here's the next thing you need. Step number 3. And I'm walking them through this journey along the line where they're buying different products or services. Okay. Now, what's cool about this, and I want you guys to understand this, like when you understand this principle, it makes this whole game and funnel building really, really fun. Okay. You've probably heard me say before, if this is your first time, this is like a writer downer, but my mentor, Dan Kennedy, said, whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. Okay. That's like the foundational key metric to understand that makes funnel building possible. Okay. So again, whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. Okay. So what happens, let's say I have this whole thing in place. I go to Facebook, right? I'm going to go buy some ads. And let's say I spend $100 on Facebook ads, right? So $100 Facebook ads. From that, I'm probably going to get, I don't even know the math right now. I might get, let's say I get 100 clicks come right here, right? So 100 people come to here from there. From 100 people, let's say I get 30% of people give me the email address. That means 30 people end up on my email list, right? And so 30 people get an email, day number 1, talking about whatever product number 1 is, right? And let's say the 30 people, I get 1 person to buy and I only make $10, right? So most people look at them like, oh, I spent $100 and I made $10. This is the scam that Russell Brunson is always talking about. Funnels don't actually work. I quit, canceling my account. I'm out of here, right? Like that's what some people will do. Okay, but again, you guys are smarter than that. You've been doing this for a little bit, right? We spent the last week together. You're understanding these principles. So whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins, right? So I spent $10, I spent $100 and I only made 10. It seems like I lost, right? But that was just from the first email. Then I send 3 emails talking about that offer, and maybe I get 1 person, 2 people, and by the time the 3 emails, and I get 3 people. So now, over the first 3 days, I've made $30, right? Which is kind of cool, right? And then I transition to product number 2, and I send the emails out to those. So 30 people who gave me my email address go with that, and let's say that one is a $100 product, and I make a $30 commission, right? Or a $50 commission, right? And so that next email sequence, I sell 2 people. So now I just made $50 plus $50 on my commission, so I made $100 here. So now I made whatever, $30, $50. And now at this point right here, this is where I've made more money than here. Does that make sense? So email number 1, 2, and 3, I made $30. Email 4, 5, 6, I made $100. Now I made $130. I spent $100, I made $130. But maybe it took me 14 days before I broke even. But now I know my break-even point. Okay. And this is the key. This is why we track things. Inside of ClickFunnels, you can track like what's happening each email, how long it went through. And I'm looking for like, when was the break-even point? If I spend $1 in advertising, when do I get my dollar back? Right. And usually it's not day number 1 when you're affiliate, day number 2, but it might be day 14, maybe it's day 20, day 21. But then the coolest thing happens. As soon as you get to this break-even point, like day 20, 21, everything after that break-even point, anything else you make from that, all of that is pure profit. You keep 100% of everything you make after that. You don't have to pay Facebook or Zuckerberg or anything because the person already came in, right? That's why I keep telling you guys, the power, the money is in the list. The money is in the list, right? As I build my list, comes in here, it takes 2 days, 3 days, 4 days a week, whatever, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it takes. And then I break even. Now everything happening after that is pure profit, right? And then I can pay for another product, another service. I keep figuring out things that people want, right? And so that's kind of how, in my mind, how we play the affiliate game. Does that make sense, you guys? Okay, and then I'm returning to the questions. Some of you guys are having the aha. How many of you guys, by the way, had the aha like, oh, that makes sense. This totally works. Like, I see how I could actually do this, right? Okay, this is how the game is played. This is how we play the affiliate game. This is how we play. I mean, honestly, it's the same game that we play with if it's our own product, right? If it's our own product right now, you come into my world, same thing. Somebody comes here, lead magnet, you opt in, and then guess what? In fact, how many of you guys have been, as you went through this challenge and you realize, like, I'm inside of a funnel right now, you've been watching really, really closely, right? What did Russell do? Well, you registered for the challenge. On the thank you page, I had you sign up for VIP, right? You got a free trial of VIP that pushes you into ClickFunnels. right? And in 30 days from now, some of you guys, you get billed 30 days from now, but there's that thing. And then we talked about, we sold a special offer last week for $2,000. You got a year's worth of ClickFunnels and all the other stuff. So we sold that in there. And there'll probably be other products and services I sell you guys over the next 2, 3, 10 years that we all spend together, right? But we're making money every single time. Like, that's why this is so powerful. Okay. But yeah, if anything, if you come in and you watch under my lead magnets, they come right here, thank you page, I might sell my book. Right. Then here I do a webinar selling ClickFunnels. Over here, I'm going to do something selling Funnel Hacking Live, our event. Like, there's other products and services we're selling to people in our email sequence. And all that money starts becoming pure profit after you've broke it even, got your money back. Okay. And that's really the power of like this affiliate thing. And at the same time, now, if you've been doing this, like all these leads coming in, your dream customers, right? They're coming in, you're selling them other products and other services. You keep hearing them, you're talking to them. Maybe you do a challenge like this. You do something like you're bringing more people in, you're getting to know people. And what's cool about that is they start building connection with you, right? And then you can go back and say, what are you guys looking for? Like, what do you want to have? Like, what do you like? What do you not like? And maybe you come back and say, hey, product number 3 right now, or product number 1, and I'm selling somebody else's ebook on ketogenic diet, but like, I run a ketogenic diet. I can write my own book, right? Maybe make your own book. And then you take that person's book out, you plug yours in, and now you keep all the profit. Right? Day number 20, you're selling someone's protein. Maybe you make your own. You get rid of theirs. You plug yours in. Now you get all the money. Right? And so it's helping you to figure out like what products and services should I actually create in the future. Right? That's one of the most powerful things about affiliate marketing is I start figuring out like what are people actually buying before I go out there and create a product or service I want. Right? Getting paid to build a list, ask them questions. You can literally say, hey, who here's got what are you looking for? And you can send an email out to the list and they'll tell you exactly what they're looking for. And then you can go and actually create it. Okay. One of the powerful strategies, and again, there's so many powerful strategies, but after you have an email list, there's so many cool things you can do to build that relationship with people, to figure out what they want and what they want next and things like that, right? And you guys are experiencing right now, like we've had over 200,000 people register for this challenge. And what do? We spent a week building relationships, sending out emails, getting you guys on here, doing live training, introducing some amazing speakers, all sorts of stuff to build that relationship, to build that connection. And so that way in the future, hopefully you'll know, like, and trust us, and you'll be more likely to buy from us in the future, right? That's what all this stuff is about. It's all about building a relationship with the list, okay? I told you guys on day 2 that the average person should make at least $1 per month per name on the email list, right? And I told you that's actually low. You can get it higher, right? You get it higher by the better relationship you actually build with that list. Okay. So imagine as an affiliate, you go through this process, and after 3 or 4 days, instead of just sending another email, you promote a challenge. Maybe you do a challenge like this, right? You could do a weight loss challenge, bring people in. You do the whole weight loss challenge. You're building a relationship. They get to know you. You're not even selling your own products. You can sell your other products and other services. We recently bought a new company that is a protein-based company, and we're doing challenges, and we're having other people promote the challenge. Everyone's promoting these challenges because the challenge builds up such good rapport and relationship with somebody. And then inside the challenge, we can sell people our protein powders, which is just a powerful way to do it. Okay. So how many of you guys are liking this as a cool way to like get started into this industry and get started into this game? It's powerful, right? It gets you in the game, gets you off the field, gets you to start gathering your dream customers, get to know who they are, figure out what they actually want before you commit to going creating a whole thing. Right? I know I have some friends that like literally got excited about this industry, got excited about this business, and so I'm gonna write a book. And they wrote a whole huge book, and they spent a year writing a book, and they went out to try to sell the book, and it turned out nobody actually wanted the book. And I remember this guy, this is when I first got started. He'd spent probably 2 or 3 years trying to sell this book and had no success. Kept trying. And I remember I met him, and he wanted me to help him sell it. I was like, dude, like, I don't know how to tell you this nicely, but people don't want that book. You should like create something different. And he told me, he's like, Russell, I spent so much time on this, I can't quit on it. I was like, but the market doesn't want it, right? And so many times we jump in so far that we start building products and services the market may not actually want, as opposed to stepping back and like, let's be an affiliate. Let's congregate our dream customers. Let's curate the things that they need to be successful. And then inside of that, we'll find out what are the gaps? What are the things that they actually need to be successful? Like, oh, I could build software doing this. Oh, I can make a supplement doing this. Oh, I could build a course doing this, right? And the ideas will start coming to you. One of the most powerful things I ever did was to my existing email list. It was actually the very first time I did it was with my potato gun DVD, right? I had literally done what we're talking about here. Unfortunately, there weren't a whole bunch of people selling potato gun products, so I didn't have anything I could sell people. But they would join a list right here, and I'd ask them, I said, what's your number one question about how to make a potato gun? And people started giving me all of these questions, right? And the questions started coming. I think I got 150 or so different questions coming in. People asking me, how do you make a potato gun? And people ask questions like, well, what's the right barrel to chamber volume on for the pipes? What's the best igniter? Like, what kind of glue should I use? Like, what are the fears about this thing blowing up my hand? What should I be concerned about? Like, what are the safety precautions? Like, all these questions started coming in from people who wanted to make a potato gun, right? I was then able to take all of those those questions, and I said, okay, here's all the questions. Let me turn it into an outline. I said, okay, when I go through all the questions, 10% of them are all about the pipes. So like module number one, or section number one of the training is gonna be like, what's the right pipes, the right PSI ratings, like use the white sprinkler pipes, the black sprinkler pipes, what's the best, what's going to be most likely to last, what's going to become brittle, right? So we put all the questions there. And then number two is all about igniters, what are all the right ignitions. Number three is all about what kind of propellant and fuel is the best. Number four, and so we broke out all the questions to an outline. And then when Nate and I had the idea decided to make the gun for this DVD, we sat down and I had a list of questions. I'm like, hey everyone, thanks for buying How to Make Potato Gun. The first question you guys had was, what's the best kind of pipes? Let me show you. And we talked about the pipes and we just taught that. Number two was this, number three. And then by the time it was done, the product was finished. Okay. So by collecting your customers and building a list ahead of time, using affiliate marketing to fund it and to get people coming in, you're then able to go and take that list, ask them questions, and they'll give you ideas. They'll tell you exactly what they want. Okay. One of my first mentors, Frank Kern, in this business, he had this product back in the day called the Underachiever Method. And it was interesting because his whole philosophy was, he's like, there's a 3-step system. Step number one is find a hot market, right? Find your dream customer. Section number two is ask them what they want. And number three is just give that to them. Like, that's the game. People, Russell, how are you so creative? I am literally not creative. I say, hey, what are you guys looking for? You guys tell me, and then we make that. That's it. That's why this whole challenge, this bonus day came from you guys like, we don't have a product yet. Can you do this as an affiliate? I'm in network marketing. What should I do? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hey, we have our dream customers. We asked them what they wanted, and they want this. So today we're going to do that. So that's what we're literally doing today, is now we're showing you exactly how to do that. Okay. So that's kind of game plan. So that's what I wanted to kind of just preface today. That's the way I look at affiliate marketing. But I'm excited because we have our two number one affiliates here in ClickFunnels are here today to share with you. One of them is here in the office, which I'm excited for. And then one of them wasn't able to make it here in the office, but he's going to be streaming here live to you guys in about 20 or 30 minutes from now, which is going to be really, really fun. So we have our two guest speakers. Both of them are, again, the two top affiliates inside of ClickFunnels, both super affiliates, some of the biggest affiliates in the world. They also have their own products, their own services. So like, they've played all sides of this game, and they're going to come and share with you guys some ways that you can use funnels as an affiliate to grow and to launch and scale a business. And it's going to be really fun. So you guys excited for that? I'll see in the comments down below, say, let's introduce our affiliates. Okay. And I'm just super grateful that these guys were willing to spend so much time and effort again, to be here and to share these things with you. It's just such a huge blessing to have such great partners and friends who are willing to, a lot of people, like, they have these strategies and ideas and they hide them and they hoard them. They don't share anything. But these guys were both like, yeah, we'll show everyone exactly what we're doing. And so they're here to serve you guys. So I'm excited. So with that said, let's put together our hands for our first super affiliate, Kanae.
Russell's really excited, so he mispronounced that. It's Keala, Kanae, just so we're clear. And don't worry, almost nobody gets it right. I don't expect anybody to. Really quick, before we get started on what the content that I have with you today, I'll share with you, sometimes people watch, and I get this myself in the industry. You might watch somebody like Russell and think, well, sure, Russell can do it, because Russell's got this big company. He's got all of these, employees. He's got a big office. He's got a massive following. But when I first came across Russell, when I first saw Russell online, he was in a contest to try to win a Ferrari as an affiliate. And he was out there on Facebook and pushing and sending emails out saying, hey, hurry up and buy this product because I really want to win a Ferrari. And if my memory serves me correctly, he won that Ferrari in that contest. And then later he gifted that Ferrari away in another contest that he launched of his own. So know that in advance that Russell is a regifter. If you send him a gift, he will probably turn it around and regift it back out to somebody else as an affiliate. So a little bit about me as we move into this is I got started as an affiliate in 2012. I was actually working in a coffee shop at the time. So I started my first business in 2000 in the summer between high school and college. So I'm a bit dating myself. In the summer between high school and college, started my first business. And for the next basically 12 years, I failed over and over again in business. My first business was a nightclub promotions business, which is basically when you get paid to promote somebody else's nightclub. We failed at that for 3.5 years. I spent every dime I had. I worked 2 jobs and went to school full time at the university and still spent all my money on that. Never really made a dime. Then I also went on from there to like buy and sell cars for a little bit. That was very short-lived. Made a little bit of money, but nothing significant. Joined probably every network marketing company that you can think of and tons that you've never heard of. And come about 2012, I was basically at rock bottom. I was working in a coffee shop for minimum wage, living in my mom's spare bedroom. I had about a 500 credit score, beat up my credit, joining all of these things that never really worked out for me. And on August 13th, 2012, I walked into my mom's bedroom. I was living in her spare bedroom. Walked into my mom's bedroom. She was folding some laundry, and I guess she kind of heard me walk in. She turns around. She's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Hey, Mom, I was just wondering if you have that cardboard box that you were going to take down to Goodwill." And she said, "Well, I do, but what do you need it for?" I said, "Well, tomorrow is Tiani's birthday." Tiani's my other half. I said, "Tomorrow's Tiani's birthday, and I literally have no money to get her anything. And so I was hoping that you'd let me go through that cardboard box so I could find something to give her for her birthday." And in August 14th, 2012, I gave my girlfriend somebody else's trash for her birthday. And that's a bit embarrassing, but I tell that story so that you know that I've probably been through many of the things that you've probably experienced. And in that moment, that evening, sitting in that hallway, going through a cardboard box, trying to find a birthday gift, I had this epiphany, and I was like, I have got to do something with my life. And the thing that I had been looking at up until that point was affiliate marketing, and I hadn't really taken it seriously. But you can bet right after that, I took it very seriously. And about 7 months later, I was able to quit my job in the coffee shop, went full-time online, and kind of the rest is history. And that's not a guarantee that you're going to get the exact same result, just so we're clear. I'm sure we're all smart enough to know that. And so the thing that I realized about affiliate marketing, and I want to share this with you, is because a lot of times people tend to think that not having your own product or service is a weakness. In fact, I think, and this is one of the epiphanies I had, is that not having your own product or service is actually a superpower. We're going to write that up here. It's a superpower. Why would I say that not having your own product or service is a superpower? Because when you have a business, and I have a business today, when you have a business and you're trying to create your own product or service, oftentimes you're caught up in trying to compare yourself to other products and services that are already out there in the market. And you probably tend to think that you have to invent or create something new. How many of you have ever said, just by a raise of hands, how many of you have ever said something to yourself along the lines of, all the good ideas are taken? Just go ahead and raise a hand in there, right? Lots of us run into that. When you're creating your own product or service, you are now responsible for sales, marketing, fulfillment, operations. There's a lot of heavy lifting that goes into having your own product or service. And so what I realized is that if I don't have my own product or service, and I can help somebody else who has a product or service build their business as an affiliate, then I get to focus on the number one thing that drives a business, and that is marketing and sales. What is every business looking for? More customers, right? That's where most businesses struggle. And so if I don't have to worry about the inventory, the shipping, the customer support tickets, the customer hassles, refunds, returns, merchanting, banking, hiring, firing, training people, putting them in positions, figure out their compensation plan. If I don't have to deal with any of that stuff, and I can just focus on the marketing and sales component, then I, over time, will master the skill set that challenges most businesses. I'll become strong in the area that most businesses are weak. And when I had that epiphany in 2012, I realized that if I stayed focused on that and let somebody else deal with all of the other hassles of building a business, then eventually I would be able to build a business around anything that I was passionate about. Because I would have mastered the skill set, the number one skill set that drives revenue into the business. And today I have exactly that. I have multiple businesses now, and I'm able to have multiple businesses and launch businesses very successfully and win 2 Comma Club awards, basically the very first year that they even exist, because we've mastered the marketing and sales component. So I want you to walk away with this, and knowing that no matter where you're at right now in your evolution, if you're an affiliate and you don't have your own product or service to sell, that is not a weakness. That is a superpower. Are we clear about that? Okay. Now let's talk about how we build out our affiliate marketing business. And I'm going to share with you exactly how I got started. Thing number one is to find, I'm going to flip pages here. Thing number one is I want to find what is my primary offer. A primary offer is going to be typically something that I'm excited about. Like when I started getting into affiliate marketing, I tried to find offers that I thought were really good. By the way, your biggest niches are going to be health and wealth, health and fitness, love and relationships, money and wealth, right? So I knew that I want to be in one of those niches because those are basically your largest niches. And I originally started to try with things like health and fitness, but that wasn't something that I was super excited about every day. When I found products in the wealth and finance space, I got super excited because these were things that I wanted to study. There were things that I wanted to get up and talk about. It would be easy for me to communicate to my audience because I was reading books on these topics anyway. I was watching YouTube videos on these topics anyway. And so I wanted to find a primary offer that was, number one, inspiring. When you're inspired about something, right? I look at inspiring as from the spirit within. When you're inspired about something, you don't need motivation. Motivation is temporary. That's why they say, it's like taking a bath. You got to do it every day. But when you're inspired about something, you're called from within to go do it. And for me, I was called from within to turn my financial life around. So I was excited about learning this stuff. And so I wanted to find something that was inspiring for me. For me, it was in the wealth and finance market. Number two is I want to find something that was high ticket. And here's the reason for this. Is that just like Russell talked about the fact that in order to win the market, right, whoever can pay the most to acquire a customer wins the marketplace. Let's talk a little bit about why that's the case. I want to break this down for you. Facebook, Google, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all these places that you can advertise online, these are all auctions. They're auctions. They have so much inventory of ad placement that are available to them. They don't have an infinite number of people logging into the platform every day. They only have a fixed amount of people that are logging into the platform and a fixed amount of advertisements that they can deliver. So as a platform, the way for them to price this out effectively is to offer it as an auction. So in the chat, let me know who wins in an auction. And we'll just wait for the chat to catch up. Who wins at the auction? The highest bidder wins at the auction. Somebody put Russell. That's probably true, especially if we're at at some sort of auction where they're selling originals of really high quality books. So anyway, the highest bidder wins at the auction. So if you want to have a competitive advantage in the marketplace, you want to have some sort of a high ticket offer that you can promote so that you can liquidate the cost of your advertising. When you're building a funnel, right? You're either putting money or time into the top of that funnel. If you're using, free strategies for promotion, there's really no such thing as a free strategy or free marketing. It's either costing you money or time. If I'm running ads, paid ads, I'm spending money. If I'm, utilizing some free strategies on social media, I'm investing my time instead. Now, I prefer to invest money because money is more scalable than time. We all have only 24 hours in a day, 365 days in a week. At some point, if I'm investing only time, I'm going to get capped. But if I'm investing money for advertisements, I can double my reach by doubling the ad spend, hypothetically, right? Now, when we're investing these two things into the top end of our funnel, obviously what we're hoping is at the bottom end, at the other end of that funnel, we're getting a greater return. The fastest way to do that is to plug in a primary offer or a high ticket offer, something where I can earn typically around $300 to maybe $1,000 per sale out of the gate. So I can liquidate, right? I can get the return on this as fast as possible, and I can keep putting more back into the top. Does this make sense so far? Go ahead and type a yes in the chat if this makes sense so far. I want to make sure before we go too far forward that everybody's keeping up. All right, looks like we got lots of yeses. So the first thing I want to identify is typically mid-ticket to a high-ticket offer that's going to be something that's inspiring for me, and that's going to be my primary product that I promote. Then I want to find, just like Russell talked about, ancillary offers or secondary offers, other things that those people might be interested in. So as an example, if I were selling something in the finance and wealth space, maybe I am going to promote some of these high ticket newsletters, right? Maybe I want to promote something where people can sign up for a financial or an investment newsletter for a few $1,000s a year, and they subscribe, and for maybe $2,000 or $3,000 a year, I get maybe 40 to 50% of that as the affiliate. Great. Well, not everybody's going to invest in that, but they might go buy a book, they might buy a course, they might potentially sign up for a different newsletter. Maybe they're not interested in stocks, but they want to look at something maybe in Forex or cryptocurrency, something along these lines. So I want to find some secondary offers. So we'll put that as number 3, some secondary offers that I can offer to my list so that if they say no to my primary offer, I have some follow-up offers that are going to allow me to generate some sales from the leads that I've already acquired. Okay? Now we'll go one step further. Once we have these things, and again, I want to be clear with you, this is exactly how I built my business as an affiliate, right? So this is not theory. This is what led to, the results that I have today. So my primary offer, on the front end, I'm going to create some sort of a lead magnet, which, by the way, I'll throw this out there for you. A lot of times when I got started, I didn't go out and create my own lead magnet. What I would do is I would actually go to PLR websites, private label rights websites, and I would just pay $5, $10, $20 for somebody else's content that they've already written that's high quality. And by paying for it, they give what PLR stands for is they're giving me the rights to resell or re-offer that same content, but with my name on it. So literally, I legally have the right to take somebody else's work, slap my name on it, take credit for it. It's all in the up and up. And that way I don't have to go create a lead magnet from scratch, right? I can just find something that somebody else has already built and leverage it. You're getting leveraging somebody else's stuff is probably the whole conversation that we're having here, really. So I would build out the lead magnet. I'd take them through. I'd basically put a little bridge page video here with a video for me saying, hey, what's up? Thanks for downloading the PDF on the previous page, whatever it is. And I would introduce myself to that audience. And then I would give them a very brief explanation. Now, the reason that I'm doing this is not necessarily because, I'm going to sell the offer. This is what's called a bridge page, by the way, in case I forgot to say that. The reason I'm doing that is so I can build my relationship with the list, with the leads that I'm acquiring. Because now they see my face, they hear my name, they know my voice, and now we're starting to build a little bit of that affinity for me personally, so that when they see my name in their inbox later on, they're not like, where did that guy come from with the, he's got 10 letters in his name, but 40 vowels. How do I even say that? And so I want to get to know them a bit and build some of that rapport. I didn't start here, because in the very beginning, I was a little uncomfortable with that. So I'm not saying that it's necessarily necessary, but I am saying that it will be a big advantage. And then I'm sending them directly over to the offer. Okay. Now here, they ended up on my email list. And on my email list, I have the ability to follow up with them in an automated process. And so what this would become is my 30-day liquidator. So for 30 days, I would put them in a list, and for 30 days following up, I'm going to keep sending them back to that additional offer, or that original offer, my primary offer. I'm going to be giving them in there maybe some social proof of results that other people have gotten from that offer, or results that I got from that offer. I might even throw in some bonuses. Like I could go to a website, like a PLR website, and I could find some bonus content there that I could buy and say, hey, when you get this, you're also going to get, this project planning roadmap or this productivity handbook. And I could throw in all these other things that I didn't have to go create. I would just leverage what somebody else created, and I tie it in as a bonus and say, hey, when you buy this thing, I'm going to throw this in as well. And so I do my best over the course of those first 30 days to sell my primary offer. At the end of that, they either buy or they don't buy, and now they're going to go into my promotional list. Now they're in a promotional campaign, and this is where I'm going to promote all of my secondary offers. So I know that if somebody opted in for something along the lines of, money and finance, I'm going to stick to that topic, but now I'm going to promote any of those secondary offers to them as an additional way to basically generate revenue and sales from the leads that I've already acquired. So when you're generating these leads, you're spending money or you're spending time investing into getting those leads. And it's absolutely critical as an affiliate to do your best to offer them as many things as possible that can solve their problems, because that also in return gives you the ability to liquidate your cost and put more back into the top of the funnel. Does it make sense so far? Let's go ahead and type a yes in the chat if we're making sense so far, and then we'll move on to probably our last piece that I have time for here. Perfect. Okay. So hopefully you got this. Take a screenshot of this if you have to. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about this promotional component right here. So typically somebody opts into my list, and for 30 days, they're getting an automated set of emails. So I've pre-written all of that out. I've tested a few things. I might change out some emails in there when I find that something might be working better, or I find some additional testimonials from that company's existing customers or whatever. So I might change that out from time to time, but for 30 days, they're getting mostly automated follow-up. Once they go into my promotional list, at that point, I'm going to mostly be broadcasting to them. And so I'm going to share with you this framework that we use this framework right now in my business. And every time that we promote an offer, we win a 2 Comma Club award. Okay, so that's what this is potentially worth. So we've got 7 2 Comma Club awards. And this is from creating our own offers or partnering somebody else for an offer. And we use this exact same promotional framework over and over again. We do this every single month. So I call it the S4 framework. Okay, and the reason for that is that there's 4 S's in the framework. It's really creative, I know. So the first S stands for seasoning. In the seasoning phase of the promotion, what I'm doing is I'm mailing that list with lots of valuable content that's related to the offer that I want to promote to them later. So this is before I'm actively telling them about the thing that I'm going to sell. Instead, what I'm doing is I'm seeding that list, or I'm seasoning that list and offering value so that I can get the open rates and the engagement rates up. Right? The easiest way for you to build trust with your audience is to give them value first and then ask for the sale second. Right? And if we're just hitting them all the time, asking them for a sale, eventually they're going to burn out and not going to want to pay attention. So in seasoning, I'm sending them, it could be more PLR content when I was more of an affiliate. Even today, at times, if we're struggling to come up with something, we'll go to PLR websites, buy something, redesign the look of it to match our brand, and we still use this even today. But I'll go find somebody else's content. I might find YouTube videos. I might find blog articles, but valuable stuff that is related to the thing that I'm eventually going to sell to them. And now I don't have to necessarily be the creator. I can be the curator, right? I find the content that's valuable to them and I share it with them. And we'll do this for about 3 to 5 days. Then we go into the simmer phase. Okay. At the simmer phase is now I'm going to start telling them about the product or offer that I want to promote. At this point, I'm not necessarily super focused on trying to get them to buy it. At the simmer phase, all we want to do is get them to know that we have something for sale. That's it. So I'm just trying to get them to open an email and click and see that there's an offer. Now, a lot of you are going to think that, well, how do I have, I don't have a product, so how do I create an offer? A product, by the way, is just 4 things. Okay? It's price, product, bonuses, and terms. Okay? And I should say not product, offer. So you don't have to have your own product in order to create your own offer, because I can take somebody else's product and their price point, but I can adjust the bonuses and the terms, and now I have a unique offer. In other words, the bonus might be, hey, you buy this thing, and when you do, I'm going to throw in this other content for you for free, or I'm going to do a live call with you, or whatever it is. And I'm going to say the terms are, but you have to buy the thing that I'm telling you to buy by this Friday, or this Wednesday, or whatever it is. So now I've designed my own terms and my own bonuses, which means I took somebody else's product, but I created my own offer out of it. Anybody else find that cool? Type a yes in the chat. So in the simmer phase, what we're going to do is we just want to get them to know that we have a product or an offer available to them. Okay. So we'll do that for about 2 to 3 days. So short, punchy emails, building a lot of curiosity, getting them to click and check out the product or offer that we're going to promote. Then we'll go into what I call the sizzle phase. And the sizzle phase, which is going to be typically another 2 to 3 days, we're really focused there on overcoming the objections. What are the reasons that they won't buy? Typically, somebody's not going to buy because of the time or money objection. And so now all of our emails, we're about to turn up the heat on those emails, and we're overcoming the objections of time and money. We're saying things like, risk reversal. We're saying, it doesn't cost you time to buy this thing and go through this training. What's actually costing you time is the fact that you're not even getting the results that you want right now with the thing that you're currently doing. So why don't you invest the time, instead of wasting time there, invest time here. If this thing can help you make more money and what you're doing isn't getting you the kind of money that you want to make, well, then you're actually losing money by not having this thing. This is risk reversal. So in the sizzle phase, we're really going to turn up the heat a little bit. We'll start mailing them a bit more often. And then finally, so we have season, simmer, sizzle, and then we're going to have the seal phase. This is where we're going to try to seal the deal. This is typically 1 to 2 days. And at that point, we're just playing up the urgency. So if my offer is, hey, I want you to buy ClickFunnels annual plan, and when you do, I'm going to throw in 10 different funnel designs that I created myself that have helped me create XYZ result, and I'll jump on a bonus call with you and help you implement those funnels that I shared with you, but you need to buy it by this Friday in order to qualify. So now I have my own offer. At the end of that, towards the end of that offer, I'm just going to play up on the urgency. You got to get in now. So in the seal phase, it's basically you have 24 to 48 hours, and we're still sending them emails that have some of that sizzle component. We're playing up the fact that you have to get in now before the doors close. And that's when typically the most of the sales are going to flood in. So to cap us all off, build a funnel, right? We invest time or money into it, hoping that more comes out the other end. We put a primary offer in at the top of the funnel to try to get most of that back and keep refilling that funnel. And then if people don't take our primary offer, we have our secondary offers in here via this email campaign, this email promotions that we're using to continue to liquidate the cost of acquiring those leads and put more money back into the top. And it's just over and over and over again. And again, the beauty is when you make those sales, you don't have to worry about fulfillment. You don't have to worry about refunds, merchanting, banking, all of the drama that can typically come with building your own business. Instead, you get to focus on the number one thing that's going to drive a business's results, and that is generating the revenue. So I hope that I was able to deliver some value to you folks today. I guess I'm going to bring Russell back up to the stage, and thanks so much for having me. It's been an honor and a pleasure.
I'm not gonna lie, my biggest fear in life is to say someone's name wrong. And I've nailed it every single time I've ever said it, except for right now for all y'all. And anyway, I apologize. All right, that was amazing, right? You guys feeling this? I'm excited for all you guys who are learning this whole new world. I remember I don't know, for me, when I first got into this almost 20 years ago, coming in and discovering these things, oh my gosh, I didn't know that was possible or that was possible. I had a couple of friends who were younger who have been watching this, local guys here in Boise. But then I see them later, wrestling practice or something. I'm like, what do you think? My whole, the world as I know it is different than I thought before, right? You guys feel that a little bit? You can't unsee what you now are seeing and understanding and realizing. This is something that's so powerful, and it's a tool that can literally give you the ability to make money for the rest of your life when you understand how all these things can work. So I love it. Hopefully you guys are getting some big ahas and big ideas. All right, so our next and our last guest speaker for today is someone who I've known for a long, long, long time. The first time I ever saw him, actually, he was on TV. He had an infomercial teaching people he had a book teaching people how to become affiliate marketers. And I remember I used to see it at late night TVs. And then one time, I don't know if I've ever told him this story. One time I was at a restaurant and I was sitting there eating. It was at a marketing event. I looked over and I saw him at the other table. And I was like, oh my gosh, I freaked out. I was going to say hi to him. I totally did not dare, chickened out and didn't say hi. And I don't think we met officially for 2 or 3 years after that. But someone I've been watching for a long time, doing stuff on TV. And then he started transitioning over to the internet. And I've had a chance to watch him do so many amazing things. He's launching his own software company right now, which has been really fun watching as well. But on top of that, he's always been one of our top affiliates, always such a great promoter. But I've seen him promote other people's products and services as well. And he has a unique way that he does it. I think will be super valuable and beneficial for you guys as well. He's been a great friend and promoter of ClickFunnels for so long, and just grateful to have him here with you guys today. So with that said, let's all put our hands together. I want to introduce you to Anthony Morrison.
What's up? What's up? How are you, man?
So good. How you doing?
You know what? I can't complain right now. I'm doing pretty good. I apologize for not being there. I don't know if everybody told you the story, but flights out of Mississippi are quite difficult. And I spent multiple days sitting in the airport trying to get there and didn't make it. But thankfully, we have technology that's going to get me there.
For sure. Between Boise, Idaho, and your place, it's hard to get back and forth. So glad you made it, though, man. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, man. I'm excited to share. Look, I got to follow up a great, 20-30 minute presentation from Keala. So hopefully we can deliver some good value and teach some good affiliate stuff here. I'm excited about it.
Awesome, man. I'm going to hand the reins over to you. Have some fun and tell everybody hi.
We'll do it. All right. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? So hopefully this works. I've tried to set all this stuff up kind of last minute here on Zoom. I'm not a big, you guys know I automate everything. So I'm not really big with doing Zoom sessions, but hopefully you can all hear me, see me good, all this good stuff. So, obviously Russell told me, wanted me to talk about being an affiliate today and what can you do? All of you, how many of you have ClickFunnels 2.0 now? Does everybody here have ClickFunnels 2.0? I'm going to look down here for my chat because I got so many cameras that are breaking me up. So, all right, great. So we got lots and lots of people, ClickFunnels 2.0. It's amazing. I have it now. Super excited. We've built our whole business. Russell said we launched software companies. We've launched software companies. How did we launch those software companies? We use ClickFunnels, right? Like that's the whole point. It was simple, easy, fast, right? And looks amazing. So for me, I've always been a proponent of ClickFunnels because I use ClickFunnels. We've built a massive business on the backbone of simplicity and something that not only is simple, but also is extremely professional, right? Like we can't build better pages outside of ClickFunnels than what we could build in ClickFunnels. So the fact that it's simple and it's easy is just a bonus to us. So super excited to be able to share with you kind of some of what I do and how I've managed to do, to be a top affiliate without it really necessarily being my number one goal, right? As Russell said, we have a lot of different companies that do a lot of different things, courses, training, software, all this stuff. But I started out as an affiliate, and I think that's where most people start is promoting other people's products, because just like Keala said, and Russell has already said, it's easier to focus on the one thing. Just focus on how do I acquire, how do I get the customer somewhere, and not have to focus on everything that happens after you send a customer, right? Which is what, as a product owner, you would have to be focused on. So I think we all kind of start off as affiliates and then we find our way, we start creating our own products and we kind of ascend. But affiliate marketing is one of those things that, quite honestly, has been a part of my business for the last 20 years. I started off as an affiliate for banks. And I mean, believe it or not, I didn't even have a credit card when I started doing affiliate marketing. I had borrowed one from my dad, and I was one of the top affiliates for banks, helping people get credit cards on the internet. That was my introduction to affiliate marketing. We were just killing it, like just crushing it as an affiliate for banks, And so as I kind of went through my own journey from television to events and all these things, I always kept a space for affiliate marketing. So if you are sitting there and you don't have a product and you don't have a service, here's the thing. One of the best ways to figure out how you're going to create your product is to start off as an affiliate. So you can start off focusing on these things and it kind of just sparks ideas. What I'm going to do is break down for you how I do this, and also not only how I generate affiliate commissions, but how I use this whole affiliate marketing idea to be able to build a really, really like a massive tribe of people that follow me, that show up for me each and every week. And then how we can turn that into sales of additional products and additional services. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to hope that it actually works. All right. So let's just go here and do this thing. So share my screen. Hopefully all of you can see this. If you can see it, just give me a yes in the chat box. I'm going to open up the little chat thing on the side here for me. So I got stuff everywhere. Hopefully all of you aren't seeing all that stuff, but all right. So let me break down for you kind of some of the things that I look for when I'm doing an affiliate promotion. Okay. The number one thing that I look for is recurring revenue. Okay. This is the number one thing I look for. And the reason is because you heard Keala talk about it costs money to acquire a customer, right? So if I can acquire that customer and I can get paid over and over and over and over again, that's far better than me having to continuously start at zero every month and acquire more customers, right? So I'm always looking for recurring billing, all right? The second thing that I look for is what's going to be, we call it sticky, okay? So what's a product or a service that I can sell, okay, as an affiliate that has recurring billing, but that's going to be sticky, that once somebody gets it, they're going to keep it, right? Because sticky is, look, people that have memberships, they cancel them, right? This happens all the time. So what can I do? What product, what service, what thing can I sell and promote that's gonna have a stickiness that's gonna keep me getting those rebills? Because it doesn't do me any good if I promote something and everybody cancels after 30 days, right? Then I'm not really getting recurring income. It's kind of a facade. It's not really true. So I look for sticky. One of the stickiest things that you can find is this. You'll want to write this down. It's SaaS products, meaning software as a service, right? Software as a service is one of the best, literally one of the best products you can promote as an affiliate if they have recurring income. Let me ask you all this. How many of you, and just, you can put this in the chat box. We're gonna let Russell see this afterwards. So I'm just letting you know. How many of you would cancel, I don't know, almost anything before you would cancel your ClickFunnels account? Just give me a big yes, right? Or no, if it's a no, but like your ClickFunnels account is like your cell phone. You're not canceling it, right? It's not going to happen. So it just doesn't matter what else is happening in life, what else is going on. You have a little issue this month, a bill that month that comes up you didn't know about. The last thing you're canceling is your cell phone and your ClickFunnels account, right? So when I look at stuff like that, I'm like, okay, people are going to keep this because this is what they're building their business on, right? This is where they're building their funnels. This is where they're building and going to generate their income, right? They're not canceling this. So if I can promote something like ClickFunnels, I know that I can create that stickiness that I need to get that recurring income, right? So why am I one of the top affiliates for ClickFunnels? Because ClickFunnels is one of the best affiliate programs. Look, I love Russell. Russell's done an amazing job. I use ClickFunnels. This is awesome. But if I'm going to be an affiliate, I want to be able to make more money, right? So I'm going to promote what's going to make me the most money. I promote ClickFunnels because it simply makes me the most money. And it gives me an opportunity to contribute to how much money I'm going to make. And that is from phase number 3, or point number 3. And that is you educate, okay? You want to educate people to use this product, okay? This is the part that most people skip out on, right? Most people, what they do with affiliate marketing is they build a funnel and they send a company a customer, and then they just hope that that company is going to somehow magically educate this person and keep this person on board and really make them feel like they're super special people, right? And they're going to keep them for 6, 7, 8, 9 months, 12 months, whatever, right? Typically with affiliate marketing, we think our job, our responsibility stops at sending the customer to that other company, right? I don't take that approach. I take a completely different approach. My approach is, if I get a customer to ClickFunnels, okay, what can I do to help that customer use that software? What can I do to help them understand that software? What can I do to get them kind of ingrained, right, into that platform so that they don't want to cancel it? Because at the end of the day, ClickFunnels is a great software, but if the people you send to it never actually use it and they never actually log in and they never build a funnel, canceling it's not that hard, right? So how many of you understand these 3 rules so far? We look for recurring revenue, okay? We look for a software as a service affiliate platform, okay? And then we don't just send them the customer. We come up with a plan, with an idea for how we can educate those people to continue to use it. Now, I will use ClickFunnels in this particular example, because like in this training as my example, because that is what I do. My advice to all of you is to do the same thing. Russell didn't tell me come on here and teach people how to, promote ClickFunnels. But I'm just going to tell you right now, as somebody that's made, millions of dollars doing this, I mean, there's a reason I do it. It works, but you have to have the right system in place. So I'm going to break down for you kind of my system, okay? So I look at affiliate marketing, okay, as the kind of 2 pieces. And what you need the most to make this work is you need a system in place. Okay, so write that down. Systems matter. We don't just guess. We don't just make a post on Facebook and then hope that we send somebody through our affiliate link and all of these types of things. We need to have a dedicated system to making this work. Okay, so I'm going to break down my dedicated system for you. All right. I look at this with affiliate marketing and I break it down into two different pieces. All right. So I'm going to break affiliate marketing down into two different tracks. All right. One is sales. The other is retention. Okay. Sales and retention. Notice that I'm not looking to just send customers somewhere. I'm looking for a way to send them somewhere and then help retain them. Okay. Because I'm getting paid that recurring billing. So sales and retention. So if we look at our sales and how we work through our sales, obviously we can do ads. You know, we got to have traffic, so we can have ads. We can have social media posts, right? Some of you I know have blogs and all of these things. So you might even have your email list, right? Some of you have email lists, those types of things. So we have all of these things. What I do is I push all of that traffic, okay, to a funnel. Now, for me, my funnels, obviously I use automated webinar funnels. You all already know this. And I use challenge funnels, okay? So I use, call it webinars and challenges. Now, here's the thing. My goal with this funnel, okay, is not to sell anything. It's to give something away. And I think that's where we divert from the typical and from the norm. ClickFunnels offers free trials, right? So if I can give away a free trial of ClickFunnels, I can literally promote this and say, listen, I'm going to be able to give you these funnels completely free, right? All you got to do is show up to this webinar, right? All you got to do is show up to this challenge. I'm going to give you funnels designed, ready to go, completely free. And this is what I do. So basically we have this automated webinar, we have this automated challenge funnel that's going to run, okay? And the hook, I'm just going to give you the hook for this is get, X number of free funnels, okay, when you join us. So our hook is that people are going to get free funnels. Now, because Russell has built this awesome share code, right, where we can share our funnels with people, what I do is I just hire a designer to build funnels, okay? Now, depending on the industry that you go into, if you're like, I want to dive into health and wellness, or I want to go into, teaching people specific strategies to do better, marketing online or email marketing or social media or whatever the case is, you build funnels, okay, that would allow somebody to do that. So for instance, maybe your hook is, hey, do you want to learn how to get more businesses to your agency? Do you want to learn how to start your own agency? Do you want to learn the 12 tips that have helped me crush it with social media? Like whatever that thing is, right? Whatever that thing is, you tell people essentially, I'm going to give you these funnels that will allow you to do what I'm doing. Okay. So you've got this asset, right? These funnels. These are like the little unicorn, right? Like Russell always says, it's one funnel away, right? Well, if I can give you 10 funnels for free, right? I got 10 chances that one of those is going to be my one funnel away, right? So the funnel is the thing that people don't want to let go of. If I give you 10 funnels today that are going to help you do something, whether it's, again, depending on what you're interested in, you aren't going to want to let go of them. So instantly when I give that to you, I've eliminated this obstacle of you having to design and build these things for yourself. You now have them, right? So it's harder to get rid of them than it is, obviously, to hire somebody to build them. So I give these funnels away, all right? All they have to do is get the free trial to ClickFunnels, okay? So very basic funnel here. I can run my ads. I can push people through automated webinars and challenges and all these things. And all I'm doing is giving away these funnels, okay, as long as somebody gets ClickFunnels. So I can literally say, guys, it's free. I built these for you. They're free. They would probably cost you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to build. All you have to do is have a free ClickFunnels account. Just get your free ClickFunnels account right now, and you can have these funnels in a couple of minutes. You can have whatever it was, whatever type of business or thing you were trying to set up, it's done for you. This is a great pitch, right? Because people love free and they love done for you. This literally brings them both together, right? So it's a phenomenal pitch. Now, if I stop here, I can generate a massive amount of people that are going to take advantage of ClickFunnels. How many of you feel like you could do this right here? Just hire somebody to build you funnels, okay? Do a webinar or a challenge or whatever the case is, and run traffic to it where you literally are giving away the funnels. You're showing people how these funnels work. All they have to do is have ClickFunnels. Just say yes if you can do that, right? So most everybody on here is saying yes, some people saying boom, so that makes sense. So lots and lots and lots and lots of yeses. Here's the part that actually makes you money. This is the part that gets a lot of conversions. But conversions to me are just like likes on Instagram. They don't pay my bills. They don't make me any money. They're not going to really do a lot for me except make me maybe feel good, right? If I'm looking at my Instagram, 1,000 likes, wow, maybe I feel better for the day, right? I've learned to not really count on that. If I felt good or bad based on my Instagram likes, I would always feel bad. So I look at how many conversions do I get that turn into money, right? So here's how we get the money, all right? We focus on retention, okay? And here's what I do for retention, okay? Retention is a tricky thing because you want to be able to kind of help people on a weekly basis, okay? Get to the point that they need to be at where it's almost like, okay, like, go do your own thing now. I've taught you, you're good, right? So you want to always be there to help them. So here's what I do. I do for retention, I do a live webinar weekly, okay? Now, it's 1 hour. It's 1 hour. How many of you have 1 hour out of your entire week that you could dedicate to building your business and making it successful? Just say yes if that's you, okay? 1 hour. I'm not asking you for 2 hours. I'm not asking you for a day. I'm asking you for 1 hour to commit to your business, right? And not only to your business, but to helping the people that you're signing up for ClickFunnels, that you're kind of bringing into this industry, right? Or whatever industry it may be that you're in. Okay. So 1 hour. So lots and lots of people saying yes. So here's what I do. I do a live webinar. It's every Thursday. And the goal of this live webinar, okay, and this is important, it's to train people, it's to retain people, and then it's obviously to build a relationship. Okay. Here's the thing. If you show up for people, okay, this being the key. If you show up for people, people will show up for you. I've been doing my live webinar now, and you guys know, I mean, Russell's told you, I've built all these different companies. I got all these awards and all these things, but how much, like, you would think that, hey, look, you're kind of at the point where you don't have to do this, right? I've been doing this for 8 years. I never miss my live training, ever. Like, it doesn't matter what's happening in life. My dad passed away on a Tuesday in 2018. We buried him on a Friday morning. On Thursday night, I showed up on my webinar. I don't miss. My cousin had he was 26 years old, had a tragic motorcycle accident on Thursday at noon. He passed away. At 9 Eastern, I was on that webinar. So when I ask you if you can commit, it's not just a word that you say, it's an action that you take. You don't miss. You show up for people. Right now in our industry, so many people, they're not Russell. If you're not Russell Brunson, you don't get 1,000 people to show up to your live webinars, right? It's virtually impossible. I have 1,000 people that show up to my live webinars an hour early every Thursday with zero follow-up communication really necessary because they know I'm going to be there, right? So they show up for me because they know I'm going to show up for them. When you do that, right, you create this relationship with people that extends far beyond just, hey, are you going to keep ClickFunnels? Are you going to keep a ClickFunnels account forever and all of these things, right? It allows you, that relationship is going to allow you to sell additional things, right? It's going to allow you the opportunity to be able to bring somebody like Russell on. If we were promoting the offer that he's been running for the last week or so, I literally could just bring him on my webinar and say, hey guys, listen, here's Russell. This is what he has to offer. I want you to sign up for it. And there's people on here that are in that webinar, and they'll tell you they will go sign up immediately because I've built such a great relationship with them through this 1 hour event, right? So relationship building is key to you building a bigger business. You know, a lot of you start out as affiliates, but you want to be able to do other things. You need an opportunity, a platform, a venue where you can show up, have a bunch of people watching you, just like Russell has here. And then you have the opportunity to sell that thing that you've been creating, right? You can do that if you start putting in the time and the effort and the energy to help the people that you're serving, right? So we create relationships. Now, training. The basic part of this training is we show how to use these funnels, right? We create, we don't create, we create more funnels. We constantly use ClickFunnels, right? We constantly use ClickFunnels. We don't bring them on this training and sell. So we don't do that. We bring people on this training and we teach. Now, if you look at how much money, and I won't give specific numbers because I know we're not supposed to, but if you look at the amount of money that I make in ClickFunnels commissions and you divide it by the 52 hours a year that I spend actually working on this, because remember, I automate this part, the sales part. That's automated. I don't have to do any of that. I don't pay any attention to that. It just runs, okay? This part is where I focus my time and energy. 1 hour a week, 52 hours a year. If you were to do the math on how much I make in those 52 hours, it's insane. It's far more than you can really even fathom, right? 52 hours a year. So when you're looking at committing to your business, you have to actually commit to the thing that's going to help your business grow and the thing that's going to make you the most money, right? This, for me, is the thing that makes me the most money. Now, inside of this training, I'm able to obviously train people how to use ClickFunnels. And then, just like Keala and Russell have talked about, I show them other products, right? And here's the thing. When we just do a promotion as, okay, look, you can buy this other product, you can buy this other product, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But when you have a weekly training and you have an agenda and you have like specific things that you're sharing with people and you're teaching with people, right? There comes a point when it makes sense that, hey, you know what? You can use ClickFunnels to do an automated webinar. So I might show them one of my products like Webinar Fuel, or I might show them Challenge Fuel, or I might show them, gosh, sometimes we show people like link redirect softwares and just different things that we know that while they're in this thing, while they're doing the thing that we're teaching them, they could use these other products and services. So what that really does is you're able to sell without selling. And this is key, because if we sell every single day and every single time that we get on these webinars, what ends up happening is people quit showing up because they think it's a massive sales pitch, right? So what we do is we design this to sell through education. We simply teach, that's it. But through that teaching, we're like, hey, by the way, if you want to start implementing this funnel, but do it as an automated webinar, you could check this out, right? You could go over here and check out this thing, or you could do this over here. It's passive, you know what I mean? It's not a hard sales pitch. What this lets me do is it lets me sell other products and other services that work together with ClickFunnels at the exact moment in time that that person needs that other product and service. They've been trained, they've been educated, they've been brought down the path. They know at this moment in time the same thing that the other 999 people on this webinar know. So we're all at the same point at the same time. And that allows me to drop another service or another software that people will immediately jump into, because guess what? They all understand it. We're selling people through education and not through a sales pitch. So every single week I do this. Every single week on my Success Connection, I make, you can ask Russell, I make more ClickFunnels sales, I make Webinar Fuel sales. But if you ask the students that get on my webinar, if I sell to them every week, all of them will say no. Every one of them will say absolutely not. He never sells anything. It's selling without selling. It's designed to sell through education. And when you can master that, when you can do that, then at the end of the day, you're going to keep all of those people. They're going to be, it's like magnets, right? Like when you literally, I saw some of you asking for the link on here, you'll never be able to get on this webinar because it's packed an hour before it starts. That's when you can really build a massive business. Basically, with the relationship building, I'm able to sell probably 2 to 3 times per year. I do a big promo, okay? So I'll do a big promo 2 to 3 times a year, all right? When I do a big promo, I have the runway. I know that I'm going to be doing this webinar every week. So if I know I'm going to promote this thing a month from now, I can start a month early talking about it, maybe build a funnel that's similar or going to help with that, right? I can walk people in baby steps through why they need to buy or should buy this thing I'm going to promote. And ultimately, with a massive amount of rapport built from all the free energy and time and training that I've given to people, people just buy, right? And that allows me to take this basic funnel, right? Super basic, super simple, just give away some free funnels, right? And generate lots of free trials to ClickFunnels, and then do a 1-hour webinar, right? Just literally like a 1-hour webinar every week, which is great for all of you because it really teaches you to teach, and you learn so much about the people that are following you and about the people that are going to engage with you. I learn more. I tell my students this all the time. I learn more from them on those 1-hour trainings than they'll ever learn from me. I learn more about my audience. I learn more about where I need to improve with my communication and my training. I learn so much that I do it now so that I can continue to be a student of the game. I can continue to learn how to be better at what I do, right? And so when you do this, you master how to be the best version of yourself for your specific avatar, for your customer. And at the end of the day, I mean, that's when you can just explode. I use affiliate marketing to bring people in, right? Create this massive relationship, this awesome recurring billing. And then when you're ready to sell your own product, you have an audience that's sitting there ready to buy, right? So don't think about, and I probably have gone way over my time. I have no clue, to be honest with you. I told you, if you were at FHL, my biggest worry was that clock in front of me that told me I had to be off at a certain amount of time. So hopefully Russell's not mad about this. But the point is this is the greatest way for you to get in the game, stay in the game, and be building the assets that you need, right? So that as you ascend and as you kind of grow as an entrepreneur and you go from affiliate to the person that now has this knowledge that you want to share with the world and you want to tell your story and you want to share this thing and you want to sell this thing, you've got an audience sitting there ready to buy it. All you have to do is show up. You don't have to worry about how am I going to get 1,000 people to show up for my webinar? How many ads do I have to run? What's that going to cost? It costs nothing because they're already there, right? Best advice I can give you, use this in your business, especially if you are new. And if you have ClickFunnels, and which all of you should, start building out these types of assets in your account. And look, probably half of you, most of you, you got all this 2.0 stuff through this launch. You didn't get it from me, but I'm going to tell you right now, I would cancel my cell phone bill and my whole cell phone before I would cancel my ClickFunnels account because my cell phone costs me money and my ClickFunnels account makes me money. So each and every one of you need to remember that. You need to use it every single day if you're going to commit to having success, right? Every single day and make commitments. That's the best advice that I can give you. So hopefully I haven't gone over too long, Russell. I apologize. I wasn't paying attention. Hopefully we shared some good value and people are going to be able to take this stuff and crush it as an affiliate, hopefully for ClickFunnels.
Awesome. Thank you, Anthony. That was amazing, man. I appreciate it. We're giving a round of applause. So cool. I love the fact that it's just like we have our 2 biggest super affiliates on the planet sitting here training you guys, again, on their own dime, spending their own time with you guys. And they both do things differently, though. Just see how that is. Like, there's a lot of different ways to use these tools and these the funnels and things you guys have at your disposal to be successful. It comes down to like taking the science of like, here's what a funnel looks like and the structure, and then weaving in your art and your ideas and your heart into the things. And that's how you have success. So, man, what a great day for everyone. So thank you guys both for sharing. How many of you guys loved that entire session? So good. All right, for all you guys who that was the big holdbacks, I just don't know how to do this. I don't have a product yet. I don't have a service yet. Hopefully it gives you ideas of the way you can get started today, right? Out of the gate, start having some fun, and it'll be awesome. So that was kind of it today. We wanted that bonus training to give any of you guys who were stuck, because that was the thing you were waiting for, trying to figure out how to do it. You guys, as you know, the funnel builder offer we made last week is available for a couple more days. We're going to figure out, the exact close down is in a couple days from now. I don't know exactly what it is. I think our team and I actually have a meeting right after this to kind of figure out all the final details, but you do have a little more time if you haven't yet. Again, you go to funnelbuilders.com/ or funnelbuilder singular, funnelbuilder.com/do it now. If you haven't yet, get started, get access to everything, plus all the other bonuses and all the amazing things. But I want to thank both of our amazing speakers for today, sharing all this gold with you guys. Thank you guys also for hanging out again today. With that said, it's time to go get back to work, start building some funnels, dive in the members area. If you haven't yet, again, first thing to do in the members area, start going through the quick start path. I saw people like, I logged in, there's so much cool stuff here. Where do I start? The quick start path, the success path, like the very beginning, like that's where to start. It'll give you a good higher level understanding of all the funnels. And then you pick one funnel to focus on, dive into, and go and master. And that's kind of the game plan. So thank you guys all again for hanging out today. We appreciate you all. And I'll see you guys all in the next training. Thanks, everybody.